Miguel, Florian, and Carl. And the product we are going to introduce today is One Stop Office. This is the content of our presentation. We will go through this topic today. The first one is methodology. We first define the field we are all interested in, and then brainstorming some topic related to the field. And then conduct interview. From the interview, we can define problems and come up with solution for the problem. And we will create a prototype of our product. So first, we define the field as remote work or study. The major users are professionals, students, school, and company. And there are some factors will influence people's experience to online work. For example, technology or the provider. And the problem they might face is they'll feel time waste or they will face technological problem. So their desires might be they want to saving more time or increase their efficiency. And for the interview, we come up with 11 questions that are mainly about what and how problem. This can help us to have a deeper look into people's problem and their needs. So this is a quick view of our interview answers. We get 13 responses, and we will divide these responses into 5 categories. And Carl will going to talk about our interview insights.
Yeah, so let's have a look at the interview insights. We have divided the insights into the interview process of 5 categories. So the first category is social interaction, and here it became especially clear that many miss the physical contact with people through remote work. The second category is requirements, where it became especially clear that the solution must be very simple. The third category covers planning and showed that people want to plan flexibly and in a time-saving manner. The fourth category concerns health and has proven that people have a need for physical compensation. The last category includes possibilities and showed that there is a lot of technical potential in the product. So in the next step, let's talk about the personas. So the personas that were involved in our interview process, and they're like showing up the average person which we interviewed. And we have basically like 3 different persona types. So the first one is student. He's curious, friendly, and active. In the online format of studies, he quickly loses attention. There, in his opinion, there's a lack of interaction and he got no interests. He's basically distracted, isolated, bored, and unsatisfied. So the second persona would be the teacher. He's innovative, extrovert, and in some case a mentor. But his opinion was like, it's not a suitable education system right now because we have a lack of interaction. He cannot get the students' attention, and he just not found the right system, the right online resources for doing this new remote online work. And yes, he seeks to find the right system and educates kids socially. The last person is a professional. He's like a dedicated extrovert and empathy, but also poor technology. He uses, because of that, the same interaction methods, but they are not as useful as before. He is confused. He's keep using the old methods, as I said before, and he wants the work to be interactive and to find a simpler way. Yes.
So the next part of our presentation is the pitching part. We will start off with the setup, continue with the struggle, and go on to the solution. So to start off with, our setup starts in the year of 2020. It is the year of a virus spreading around the world. I guess everybody knows its name because we all have been part of it. The output of the virus was social distancing and an economic promotion for digitalization. It was ridiculous how fast the virus changed the way we work and live together. Every one of us asked ourselves the question how working is going to look like in the future. And I am pretty sure that we can show you today a way how we could work in the future. So the output of Corona is named remote work. In the beginning of 2020, I asked myself how professors, tutoring teachers, or freelancers will do that job without being in the room in person. The answer came fast and was the starting point of the success of online meeting service providers like Zoom, for example. So if you did kind of freelancing work once, you know that there's more than online video chat provider you will need to be successful. You need to keep consistent track of orders, revenue and taxes, accounting, service itself, marketing and the analytics. So what happens now if you choose to use many different service providers or by doing part of the job for yourself, by yourself? You will have a high cost for many different service providers, probably with a subscription method, and you will have many different interfaces which are really difficult to keep track of. And you will not only paying for the service itself, you will probably as well pay a service claim to services like Fiverr, as well as you will have time costs if you will do part of the additional work by yourself, as well as marketing costs. So my question is basically, why is freelancing not more comfortable in a world that calls itself digitalized and globalized? What if there was a tool to combine all the mentioned tasks and keep track of everything belonging to your job or freelancing activity in one smart interface? I would like to introduce to you One Stop Office. So basically 2 weeks ago, our group talked about simplifying the way remote work and freelancing works. At this day, Mikhail came up with the idea to create a kind of Shopify for workspaces. After curiosity, we decided to give this a try. If you think about Shopify, you probably think about web stores. We as a group, though, talked about the fact that Shopify is one smart interface with over 500 additional apps to use by their customers. What if it would be possible to provide a subscription service where everybody could create his own digital workspace corresponding to their needs with the provided apps in the One-Stop Office App Store? Thank you.
Yeah, so after that we decided to prototype it, and yeah, the beginning was kind of an old-fashioned prototype, really simple, and we just asked for feedback to an interview, and this is how we solve it. First of all, they say that okay, we're gonna put everything in one app, but I want a summarize of that. So for that we decided to create kind of a dashboard. So you entered in the app, and the first thing that you're gonna have is a dashboard when you're gonna see that the total revenue, the new clients, the total session that you make, as well as your calendar, let's say. And also we decided to put kind of an achievement goals that you decided to put by yourself, and with this data you can see how your business is going. And then we give an example of how it's going to be a detail of one of the departments, for example the financial part, and you will see all the revenue, all the forecast, the new clients, client income, etc. You can filter per session, week, month, etc. And also something that they ask for is you want to download this as a report and share it, you can, and we decided to create this Excel button as well.
Okay, so now that we know everything about how we found a solution space and how we develop a fit, it's really important to classify all this so in business terms, so we can comprehensively understand the system behind the product of the one-stop office. And the customer that we serve are basically mainly freelancers, as mentioned, and private individuals can use it as well, of course, because it's probably nice for everyone to have such a workspace. And you can also think of companies and enterprises enabling success to the application to the employees. And to all those customers, we of course want to propose a value which fits their needs, as we conducted in the research and the interviews. And this value proposition, as you can see in the middle of this slide, is to simplify and improve the work environment and also mitigate the burdens for online work, especially for occupations with high customer contact. And to do so, we need, of course, partnerships, and because it's a software application, there are no classic supply chains and buyer-supplier relationships, but rather the main partners are software engineers. And also we thought of strategy alliances with social media channels, maybe, so you can do your LinkedIn networking or Instagram marketing through the application without leaving it, which is basically the mission of this product. And also communication companies would be a good and key partner to provide good online meeting platform within our application. In terms of activities, of course, we're also only software related in terms of support and maintenance of the website and also for mobile functioning, but also negotiation with partners and marketing. And the most important one is probably the development of applications, because as Florian told you, it's a really new market and it's forecasted to develop rapidly, also with new technologies. And yeah, that's why we need to invest a lot in the development of applications to fit the user's needs, because this is our mission. And the resources that are required for this are some sort of data storage. So either you need a server room or something, or like a cloud-based provider, which is really common for such applications nowadays. And also financial resources are of course necessary, and as I said in the beginning, human resources as for the developers and researchers, as well as the software engineers. Okay, so in terms of customer relationship, as I emphasized already, this is really important to us because our product originates from the customer needs that we research on. So it is important to have feedback mechanisms, so we can have a dynamic product. It needs to be easy for the user to give us feedback, so we can add new tools or change existing ones. And also as a group, we sort of some kind of community platform for the one-stop office, where users can exchange with developers, can ask questions, or can just give tips to each other. And apart from this, there will be really traditional customer relations, such as like personal assistance, a hotline or something, or a website help center. Yes. And the channels that the product is available are pretty obvious. Probably like a desktop version to download on your computer, but also a website and a mobile version, so that all the virtual areas are covered and that you can work as efficiently and as easy from wherever you want.
Yeah. So now we're going to talk about the cost structure. As we said, the overall cost structure, we're going to put 15% in research and development and also testing. We want to test our product, so we're going to hire companies to do that. We also going to do Google surveys in order to confirm that our app will fit in this target. Also, we are going to invest 25% of our all cost is going to be dedicated to marketing and sales. Mainly it's going to be cold callings, as well as our referral program, because for us this is going to be our go to the market, because it's going to be our own go to market, same as PayPal did. And with that, we're going to create new customers through the referral, which is going to be we're going to give us actually revenue, because the cost of bringing this customer is going to be less than actually making one by our own. So it's going to be like this kind of revenue called affiliate marketing. Also, we're going to put half of our cost going to be dedicated to people development, of course, the software, as well as maintaining the software, and 10% of our licensed softwares. And in terms of revenue, of course, the main revenue is going to be subscription, which is going to be a monthly subscription, as well as a yearly option, which is going to have kind of a discount of 2-3 months. And also, of course, the affiliate marketing that we already explained it. So with that, we conclude our presentation of our MVP. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.